A brief with Ollie London, social media commentator. Ollie, you've been on top of this case. Can you just give us a brief rundown of what actually has taken place?
So last week, Balenciaga featured this campaign on their website as part of their Christmas campaign, which was actually targeting children. They're trying to market these teddy bears to children. The teddy bears were covered in bondage, BDSM gear. They had these padlocks around their neck. Very kind of sick stuff. That was not the only thing, though. If you zoom in closer to the pictures, there's actually so many details there. There's dates written on the wall. When you Google the top news stories of those days, it's referencing child predator court cases. There's also books and court documents being featured. There was a Supreme Court document featured under a handbag, which was referencing a Supreme Court case arguing for child porn to be legalized. So it's really, really shocking stuff. And then Balenciaga issued a statement apologizing, which really isn't enough. They were trying to blame the creative studio behind this shoot. But really, you know, for these pictures to be on the Balenciaga website, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. It has to be approved by the designer, the CEO, everyone at the top. So it's really shocking stuff.
And the photographer himself has come out to say, actually, I didn't get to select the products or the models. So Balenciaga know that their bondage teddy bear with black eyes and, as you say, bondage gear is going to be modelled by young, very, very young children. They knew that regardless of what direction the photographer took.
You know, they're trying to blame the kind of creative agency. But, you know, the photographer is obviously just hired to take the photos. But this photographer does specialise in kind of very unusual and weird pictures of children. I've seen pictures of kids on his Instagram page and they've got toy guns surrounding them and stuff. Very kind of weird stuff. So it's not right. But, yeah, Balenciaga's blaming the creative agency. They're now threatening them with a $25 million lawsuit. But really the buck stops with Balenciaga. After they deleted all these child pictures, they apologised. They then posted more things online. There was a man holding a handbag. Behind them, there was a certificate on the wall. If you zoom into the name, you Google the name, it's actually a child predator that had a very big court case. So there's so many references to really shocking and dark stuff. And, you know, you can't find all the results on Google, but if you go on Twitter and do some research, there's some kind of very kind of satanic and sick references in these pictures.
Absolutely. I looked myself. I saw the paperwork on the desk. There was a Supreme Court case about child pornography online. I saw that Balenciaga have also wiped their social media accounts, which yells to me, you know, potential guilt. However, one of the photo shoots was also an abused, a physically abused person, as in the person had black eyes and bruises and a Balenciaga hoodie and a Balenciaga teddy bear. It seems to me there's a very dark, evil undertone going behind this brand. Is this a manifestation of what's going on in the industry as a whole?
Well, firstly, Balenciaga, as a marketing tactic, they do wipe their Instagram quite often. It's one of their marketing and PR stunts. But yeah, there was also a picture of a woman with black eyes and clearly looked like they'd been abused and assaulted. That was the theme. They were trying to glorify that and glamorize it and trying to normalize it, just like the kids holding the bondage teddy bears. So I definitely think Balenciaga has very dark kind of things going on. And in 2016, one of the people that recruited all of the models for Balenciaga's runway show was a woman called Rachel Chandler, who has been on Jeffrey Epstein's island. She's even posted a picture on Instagram of CCTV footage back in 2013, bragging about being on the island. And if you look at her modelling agency, every single one of the models looks like a trafficking victim. You can see they've got very dark under the eyes. So people need to research that. But I think it's, you know, it's definitely the industry as a whole, because why isn't Kim Kardashian, who is the public face of this brand, why has she stayed silent? She's got 4 children. Why has she said nothing? You know, Balenciaga quickly dropped Kanye for his tweets, and rightly so, because what he said was absolutely shocking. But why has Kim Kardashian stayed absolutely silent on this? She's the public face. She's getting paid millions of dollars to promote this brand. Why is she saying nothing for these kids?
That's a good question. I would wrap up by asking you, Ollie, which celebrities have come out and denounced Balenciaga?
Well, actually, you know, good luck finding a celebrity to denounce this, because, as you know, in Hollywood, the liberal elites, you know, they don't like to talk about these things. You know, they think it's, you know, not something to talk about. They don't want to get cancelled. They don't want to get in the drama. So there's actually very few celebrities. Obviously, you have conservative people like Candace Owens has spoken out about it, yes. But very few Hollywood celebrities are speaking about this. You know, Nicole Kidman is also a brand ambassador for the brand. Elizabeth Hubert, the French actress, you know, they're all staying silent, which, you know, says a lot.
Terrible. I'd love to see some of them speak out. Thank you very much, Ollie London, for that.
They are stalking us.